Last time on RPG,
Crazy shit
uh,
happened, man.
some crazy shit actually did happen. You guys, uh, with your business concluded in the swamp, set out to the Fae Woods, and you choosing to take the main road north. You guys managed to have your first successful encounter with the cops ever.
Where they didn't immediately want to arrest us or shoot at us.
Only took us 11 episodes.
I think that's a new record.
And at one crash and a day or so of travel later, and you guys eventually made it to just the kind of to what seems to be sort of the Fey controlled part of the world, judging by the very kind of like mystical, magical foliage. Among which was a little a little boy made of roots called Migglesplit, who was very intent on playing with you guys, even to the point of like trying to waylay your travel into the forest. But eventually, you guys did meet back up with him, because after a while of unsuccessfully trying to navigate through the forest, even going so far as Penson directly communing with basically the Fey god, you guys determined that the only real feasible way to make it to the heart of the forest and meet with the mother tree, as she's referred to by the Fey people, was for Tsukigawa to agree to to continue playing. And that, hold on, I need to find trying to find that.
I'm not gonna lie, Wiggle Sprit, he's got the best games, dude.
Dude, he's
Sniggle
sick.
Pit, whatever his name is.
Whatever his name is.
Dingle
Miggle?
Stink!
I'm
I
probably gonna
thought it was
forget.
Migglesplit.
That sounds a little too racist for me.
Sniggle Pit, Wiggle Spit, fucking...
What the fuck was his name?
Tiggle Rick.
Didn't we
call him
just...
Tiggle? His name's Pickle Rick, dude. I figured it out.
Oh, he's the funniest character I've ever seen.
Pickle Rick! I figured it out, guys. Don't worry.
This is where Justin Roiland joins the Discord call and does
Also,
his one voice that he can do.
Dude, I'm so
Oh
fucking...
man, I lost that really good fucking Magic Forest ambiance.
No! Why don't you save it?
Wait. I got the wrong
on.
keyword. I searched
Are we
Enchanted
back?
Forest.
Ooh.
Are we back?
We're back?
We're so back.
Dude, I'm like... I got like the best thing ever after this session, too. Fuck it, I got like 70 new messages and freaking excited, dude.
We're back.
Let's start the watch together.
We're so fucking back, bros.
We're back, boys. I'm gonna have to leave in literally 5 minutes.
What the fuck? I guess Dingle can just like take over Marty duty when you have to AFK.
Just scream ka-chow a lot.
No, you have to say ka-chow when you're leaving. That's like your cue.
That's my cue. That's like
your
my
cue to
leave,
let us
come
know.
back.
Yeah,
Does he have
you say
another
ka-chow.
Does Lightning McQueen have any other catchphrases?
No.
Wow. No, that's just...
Say wow when you come back.
Wow.
Ka-chow when you leave, wow when you come back.
Alright. So, to set
What's
the
my
stage...
safe word? Sorry.
Alright, so to set the stage from where we left off, you guys have been led by Migglesplit into sort of like this kind of like clearing in the forest. And you find yourselves kind of surrounded by other tree people of varying ages, from like, little root boys like Migglesplit himself, to kind of like ones that look more like kind of like these kind of like long, lanky saplings to like much larger tree people that kind of like stand similar in stature to Nathan.
Based.
Nathan will have to be our liaison.
It's like the older they get, the more letters they get. Like
The older they get, the more Australian they get too.
You start
I
with
give the tree dab.
You start with the little.
Whoa, Nathan!
Tree dab.
Do you know any of these guys?
Nah. God, they just look like fucking blokes, mate. Can't.
Hey, don't be racist, Benson.
Are you saying that you think all tree people look the same, Benson? That's a little uncalled for.
Well, you think
Well,
all tree people
yeah,
know each other,
kinda.
man? Come on.
Oh no.
Benson. Oh man.
One of the tree folk kind of like approach and just go, well, I'm sure you're based off some offshoot of the mother tree somewhere. Where are you from, stranger?
Fucking screaming dingo woods, can't.
Ka-chow.
I see his all ears ka-chow and I see Brown Mutant Devin himself. Sorry, go ahead.
Oh, how are the screaming dingoes these days? I think I got a cousin out that way.
Oh, yeah, fucking hell, can't just fucking scaring fucking campers and fucking hikers who don't know to leave us a fuck alone. Fucking stole fuck knows how many fucking tinnies out there, can't. Fucking love it. Had to impale a few on some fucking branches, so hard times.
Oh man, don't I know it? Had a couple morons come through this way looking to pick mushrooms of all things.
Fucking
Well-
mushrooms?
Hey, they found them eventually. Too bad they were food for them, am I right?
Yeah.
You know, the rest of you notice that as he's saying this, some of the other tree people are kind of eyeing you down.
Why are they eyeing us down? Did we say something?
You're just there. You're like the like the white kid in the ghetto.
Oh.
Hello everyone. How are you all
yes.
today? Nice weather we're having. I kind of look up and see the entire
Nothing but
sky
foliage.
covered by a canopy of leaves.
Yeah. It's great.
One of the one of like the sort of more curious of the slightly older kind of like saplings just kind of like walks up and he's sort of like running his kind of like sort of like spindly branch hands over everyone, and he's like specifically interested in both Marty and Bit, because he's just kind of like, huh, what the. Are you even alive?
I'm not too sure about the rest of them, but I definitely am.
He just sort of like prods you with his fingers, just like, ooh, that's weird.
You got your bark, I got my sheet metal.
Yeah. I'm guessing not many guessing you don't get much technology out here in the Fae Woods.
The mother tree tells us that that's human stuff. We don't really bother with any of that. But normally, she said that technology is not supposed to have souls like us, but he kind of like continues kind of prodding at you a bit. He's just like, it's in there a little bit.
Hey, you don't have to call me little.
That's
It's
because
true, but you don't have to.
That's because Bit here is technically half human as well, if we're considering our father's lineage. Is that how that works, Bit?
Probably.
Yeah.
He kind of sort of slowly takes his hand away from you, just like, oh, okay.
That was an odd reaction.
Yeah, all five of us are half human.
We all share the same father, actually.
Oh, and he just goes, oh, I guess we're kind of alike then.
Are you half human as well?
How they all share the mother tree, right? I think is what he's alluding to.
I'm also curious
Yeah.
if our father had more progeny. That's what Suki whispers to Bit. You can go ahead, Diggle, with what you're gonna say.
All right. So eventually, after a little while, Bagel Split kind of like speaks up, and he just like, okay. Well, now that you guys have all gotten to know each other, it's time to play. Right? You did say you'd play with me, right, mister? He sort of like scurries over to you expectantly, Suki.
Yes, of course, Miggle Split. Just don't forget your end of our agreement. Well, you'll help us meet the tree mother after this.
Just no puns this time, please.
No, nothing like that. I've got a game that we can play right here. I'll warn you, though, I'm really good at this one.
And what does this game entail?
Oh, we can play tag. And he kind of like taps you. He kind of like taps you, Sukigawa, and just goes, "Okay, you'll be it to start."
All right. I must warn you, my agility is not so easily matched.
Joker.
Mine's only 2. Whatever that means.
And he just, and he's like, well, don't worry, because this is a really cool kind of tag.
Right?
So,
Laser tag again, please.
Laser tag with the tree people.
laser tag with 2 douchebags.
I'm sweating by the time I leave, pissed off.
Oh
Maybe
no,
this is the
Schmickel
kinda-
wasn't there. He never met the laser tag. He never let the these dudes who like crashed our game of laser tag, and then when it was over, were like talking shit about us to themselves.
Oh,
I'm fucking
interesting.
owned.
Interesting.
Okay, so you have to tag me, but my friends get to help me not get tagged, and your friends get to help you tag me.
Sounds interesting. That's definitely a new spin on the children's game.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to play tag without an even number of people, so we decided on this.
That is fair enough. Is there any other rules we should be aware of? Anything we should avoid doing?
I'm going out, but
Well,
I'll come back.
I guess not. I mean, you guys can play however you want.
Alright. How would you want this to start? Do I have to close my eyes and count to 10, or how does this game begin?
Well, it already began. You're it. And as he kind of like scurries away from you. And can you give me 1 card, Suki?
Fuck.
Well, I guess you're technically in combat. In combat, quote unquote.
Yeah,
Owned.
I got owned.
Okay,
Suki's
So-
just kind of caught off guard.
so they're gonna go first, and so Biggle Split kind of he runs off, and he sort of like runs to the other end of the clearing, and he kind of just sit, and as he does, like, let's see. As he does, four of the large, like Nathan-sized tree people, kind of just form a perimeter around him.
There you go. Right. Are they going to do something their turn, or was that their turn?
So, all right. So Migglesplit's gonna take his turn, and he's gonna go. Okay. Now, oh wait, hold on. I need to get the new music for this. We need proper. We need a proper soundtrack for this.
Oh.
I know the
Muppets.
zombie part only technically applies to Benson, but I figured this was the perfect song for a game you're playing with a plant.
What the fuck did I get back to this music? I feel offended.
It's whimsical.
I mean, technically, everyone but me is a zombie.
Oh, that's true. That's true. That's so perfect.
Plants vs. Zombies in bit.
Yeah. Is it not loading for anyone else?
No,
I just had to
Look at
press the
me.
play button.
Alright, let me try doing that. Yeah, leave the activity and come back.
Okay. So, Migglesplit's gonna go first. Okay.
It's kind of good whimsical music for these plant people though.
So, Migglesplit's he's kind of gonna like. He's gonna kind of like rub his hands together along with the other tree people,
Oh no.
and then he's just gonna kind of like. He kind of like sends his hands into the ground, and this sort of like pulse of energy goes across the ground, and as it hits you guys, that like sort of sinking feeling you had in these woods just kind of turns into this weird, like, it almost feels like there's this weird kind of like warm hand just gripping you guys. And you guys have sort of been, for all intents and purposes, you guys have been enchanted. And until Migglesplit's next turn, as shown by the card he flipped, all spades will count as successes, but every card that's not a spade won't count, even if it's a face card.
Interesting.
Ooh. Dingles had time to think about
Yeah,
it.
that's actually pretty clever.
Is it my turn then?
It is your turn currently.
Suki is going
Sukigawa.
to try, and I'm preempting this because I feel like I have to for my character. You did say it was quote unquote combat. Suki is not going to do anything lethal in this combat.
It's combat in the sense that it is
It's turn-based.
basically you guys versus them.
But I also, because I'm Sukigawa, I was just going to say whatever I say, it does not involve. For once, it's not going to involve anything involving his sword. I'm just putting that out there because it's Tsukigawa.
All right.
I just wanted, I didn't want it to be like so. It's interesting. This was my initial plan. Suki's gonna try and do like a running jump leap and like jump over the tree people and tap Miggle Split.
All right. No, that's fine. I'll just say, Millsplit is going to be able to avoid not. He's going to be able to like start to avoid not getting tagged.
Okay.
And he's aided by his. Tree
Siblings.
brothers.
Yeah.
So, yours sounds like an agility athletics to me. That
Yeah.
sounds a pretty classic agility athletics.
That's what I was thinking. Yeah. And I'm also still healthy. Oh, 3 successes.
Yes, indeed.
Not a terrible start.
Just so there's no confusion, I will say that the enemies will be flipping normally.
Okay.
Just because this is very much like an effect that they've put on you guys.
Yeah. Ooh, contested.
Oh. All right.
Or not contested, but they're flipping normally. That's 1 success compared to 3.
Yeah.
So do you want to describe it, or can I describe it? Or like, how much do you think? How cool can it be with 3 successes?
I'm gonna say so. You just sort of like make just kind of like a running, just sort of like a running leap, and you kind of like put a foot directly just like center chest of one of the tree men and use it and kind of like springboard off of it in kind of like a somersault as he tries to grab you. And then you're just gonna land and you're gonna
just tap Miggle Split.
Yeah. You just tap Miggle Split right on the head with you're it.
But now I'm stuck in here. Oh god.
That you are. As sort of like as you're doing this, like the tree men who are facing outward are now kind of like turned inward and are sort of staring you down. So it is. How do we wanna do Brown's turns?
Can we just assume he's going to be driving after them?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Let me pull up Brown's character sheet really quick since I'm flipping for him.
His music kind of low-key catchy though.
Yeah, it is quite good.
I never played any Plants vs. Zombie games. It was my first time hearing it.
I played it a bit, but
Yeah,
not
it's
like
a good little arcade game.
I didn't play very much of it.
No, me neither. I just
played
knew
the
a
shit
bit.
out of it on the
I know
online
some
pod.
people, got like really into it. But
I mean, I could see
played
how they
like
could, but it's like for me, it was like, it's like a fun little time killer.
I played like the first dozen levels or so, and I was like, all right, I get it.
It's like it's just a mobile game that kind of missed my friend group when I was the age to really get into it. Okay. So I'm gonna say Marty is gonna he's gonna drive forward and attempt to kind of like hit and push one of the tree people.
We're going to assume all these actions are non-lethal for the sake of not pissing these guys off.
Vehicular plant slaughter.
Yeah. Let's avoid that. It
All
just
right.
makes our goal harder.
4 agility. 3 agility, 4 driving.
And is he healthy at 12?
Oh, that's not even his deck.
Or no, he's
at
not healthy.
3, he
I was
would
looking
not
at the
be
wrong.
At 3, he would not be considered healthy.
I was looking at the wrong thing too. That's a shame that that crit doesn't count though, right? Because it's not a. What's the rule on crits? Because I feel like crits kind of supposed to transcend something. Because they're crits.
I feel like it's not fair to make a crit not count.
So we
Yeah.
got
Because
an
it
immediate
can
croaker.
only be the crit can only
Yeah.
be 1 suit. So I think the crit's gonna supersede this rule.
Let's
I
go.
like
Although,
the
I'm gonna
immediate
put the
croaker.
caveat in that so will the Joker because they're
Yeah.
unsuited.
Lol.
Yeah.
now.
The immediate croaker, fellas. We're so fucking back.
All right.
So that's 4 successes. That's pretty good.
Okay. So I'm gonna say he kind of like hits this tree person right under the legs, and kind of like is gonna like knock him over, but in the process he's gonna knock him over right on top of him.
There we go.
So he's gonna take. So while he did, this tree person is kind of like semi-incapacitated until he gets up. So is Marty, as he takes 1 damage from just the crash.
Extremely based.
And then it's gonna go to Nathan's turn.
Hey, what am I doing?
Well, I am surrounded.
Anything you want to make Suki harder to tag.
Yeah.
The name of the game is when Suki's it, you want to make Miggle Split easier for him to tag, and when Suki is not it, you want to make him more difficult to reach.
And I am currently surrounded by 4 tree people. That's including Miggle Split.
Well, technically 3, because 1 is sort of like on the ground in the formation. So there is.
Semi-incapacitated.
Yeah, but including
So it's kind of
Miggle
like
Split.
he's surrounded by 3 standing trees and like 1 like toppled over tree.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have Nathan try to like rush over to Suki's position and grab him and just try to like not really chuck him, but like sort of just like drop him to give him like a head start.
Okay,
for running.
fastball special from the X-Men. You're picking me up like Wolf, like how Colossus picks up Wolverine, just fucking chucks
Yeah.
him.
Yeah, just like grabs you in his hand and just like
No,
spin.
It's that gif of that trainer that's like that grabs Pikachu and throws him up in the air from like Pokemon like Sword and Shield.
Yeah.
Ooh. No
Okay.
successes and a Joker.
All right. So flip it normally then.
Like what do you mean by normally?
Your
Just
your cards.
that flip was to see what kind of like
Resistance you get.
negatives. Yeah, that
Hmm.
flip is to see what kind of like negatives they could impose on your flip. But with 1 success, 1 Joker, I'm gonna say they're not able to stop you.
There wasn't even a success. It was a club's not. Oh, right. I forget they don't follow the rules.
I think that rule is making it a little more confusing, but don't worry, I'm keeping track.
Okay.
Yeah. What kind of roll / flip would that be?
That. I feel like I also want to call that agility athletics, but I'll give you brawn because you do kind of have to muscle past these people.
It's like playing rugby. Let me see if I look at my character sheet.
This is just plant people rugby is just tag.
Is that agility?
Brawn.
Brawn.
Or
What?
Brawn athletics, I think he said.
Athletics, yeah.
Brawn athletics.
Tree athletics.
Tree athletics. What about tree calisthenics?
I'm gonna put a fucking 2 drive on that bit.
1 success. Well, they jokered, so
My mouse is so fucked.
oh shit. I'll help.
Like it just keeps double clicking.
Oh, that
Uh-oh.
sucks.
For one success, I'll say you're able to like breach the tree line and scoop up Tsukigawa, but now you're just kind of in there with him. Like
It's
whole,
literally
like,
like
just,
rugby.
you're like in there with him, just kind of like fireman's carrying him. As we go to Benson's turn.
Alright, I'm gonna try and put a Miggle Split in a bone jail.
The bone zone.
Ooh, the bone
He's
zone.
going to the bone zone.
The bozos go.
Remind me what the flip was for that.
That, I believe, was Intelligence and Void.
Avoid. You want to
Some
avoid this.
Grease under pressure. Alright,
One success.
one.
Ooh, no.
I'll put a hero point. I'll put a hero P on.
You pointing? Is he pointing?
What?
You gonna be driving at all?
I'll put a little. One more. Let's go.
Yeah. There he
Ooh,
goes.
okay.
Clutch. 2 successes.
Oh, this this combat is going exactly how I wanted it to. Alright, so you once again tap into the bone zone and summon, this time a much smaller, you really only need a human-sized ribcage this time to just kind of like clamp Miggle Split in. And he just kind of like looks at it and just goes, "Oh, ew! What are these things?"
You're in what Benson calls the bone zone.
They're the bones of a dead person.
Oh, he kind of touches one and he goes, "Ugh, yuck! Mister, you have these things inside you?"
I have him right here, and I show my exposed
He's got
ribcage.
him outside too.
He does a little like xylophone with his ribs. Makes a little like do.
He goes, "Ugh, gross!" But kind of the way like a kid who's secretly super jazzed about it would say it.
I want bones.
Drink your milk every day.
All right, in Bit. Now it's your turn.
I feel like they did all this is going down and Suki's just being fireman carried.
Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna see if I can run between Nathan and the Nathan Suki stack and I guess the non-caged ones, and just pull out my lighter for intimidation factor.
You scared Nathan. This was a bad move when he has Suki on his shoulder.
Not trying to scare
Maybe-
Nathan.
All right, give me wit and intimidation
Ooh.
to try
Oh,
to ward
intimidation.
these trees off with an open flame.
A intimidation.
I don't know why I try going for these wit
Oh,
flips.
ooh, not bad. Do you want to point that or drive that at all?
I'll toss a drive on it.
2 success ain't bad though.
Yeah, I'll live with that.
We are at a admittedly severe disadvantage, so this is the best we're probably going to be able to do.
For the sake of time, I'll have them flip the counter just as like a group.
Oh. 3-2 R2. Oh no. Right.
2-2.
Yeah,
It
2-2.
fucks me up that they're not following the rules.
Dude, they're Fae. Why would they follow the rules?
I know, it's just it keeps so
Those are-
They made the rules.
Those are rules for you guys, not them.
I know, and I keep forgetting. I'm sorry.
They're getting in your head.
That's exactly what the Fae do.
Oh, you know what? I guess I'll have... Okay, so... Migglesplit himself is very scared of the fire, but the much larger tree men, while not super comfortable with it, are mostly just kind of nonplussed. You see one guy just kind of being like, "Hey man, I'm not sure if you know, but like, it's actually kind of dangerous."
Only
That's
you
why
can
he's
prevent
doing it.
forest fires.
Smokey the Bear comes out as a summon.
Ah, it's fine. You don't have to come any closer.
Alright.
This is one fucked up combat.
Just playing rugby with the boys.
Duh, boys.
So, Migglesplit just kind of like, he's just kind of like sitting in his cage, and like as he's doing it, he's just kind of like, you notice that sort of like as he's kind of like shaking, looking at the fire, he kind of like loses his grip on the magic for a second before like course correcting it, and you guys feel this like, it's just like a very weird feeling of just like almost like your soul just being like rearranged and put back together weirdly. And the card has switched to, the suit has switched to hearts.
So now we have to have hearts to succeed.
And now, so, well, you know what? I can do this. I'll just do this out here since this is gonna be contested.
Ooh. 2 successes.
So, so basically, Migglesplit stuck in his bone cage. What he's gonna do is he kind of like reaches one of his hands, and it kind of like sinks into the ground, and you see roots, very very much like the ones he trapped you with earlier, just kind of like shoot out of the ground and start heading towards Sukigawa. And I'll say either Nathan or Suki can give an agility athletics. I get the feeling I know who will.
Yeah, I'm about to say.
Sure.
But in case Nathan wanted the option to just continue running away while carrying Suki, I would have given him the option.
Hey, 3 successes! I'm going to, can I describe it, Dingle, or?
Sure.
Suki kind of realizes this, and he's going to, again, not hurting Nathan at all, but he's going to kind of do what he did before and kind of use them as like a sort of like a launch point. He kind of corrects himself from being fireman carried and kind of just jumps off of Nathan's shoulders and tries to like get as far, and you can decide how far he gets with 3 successes. But he kind of pulls like the same trick twice, like using a tree person as like a waypoint to like jump off.
I mean, I'll say for 3 success, I think ideally you still sort of land among the group, but I'll say for 3 successes, you could choose whether it's like this group or this group.
I think he just wants to be as far away as he can, so he's going to be among Maddie and Benson. And he does a nice little, he does a nice slick landing in front of them.
All right. And then
Suki's gonna turn to Benson and Maddie and just go, "Things are so much harder when I can't just murder everything."
Have you tried just summoning bones from a distance?
I don't think I have that ability.
So this guy's gonna kind of like scramble up. He got a fucking boatload of successes doing that, so he hops to his feet pretty effortlessly. Meanwhile, these 3 They're gonna rush forward and attempt to kind of like grab and hold you in place. You're free to give me a brawn athletics to try and contest this, as I pull the 18 cards you're flipping against.
Oh, 3 successes. I'm going to hero point this.
I think one of these guys is gonna Joker, though. There it is.
Oh, never mind. 3 successes. How many successes did they get?
2.
2. Oh, fuck! Get fucked, bitch!
No kidding.
I...
I'm gonna say this guy has fallen over, much like the last guy did. As he was running over, he just kind of like... It's not even... He doesn't even have an excuse. It's totally flat ground that he just trips over.
Lol.
Get fucked, tree man.
Trees falling in the forest. Unfortunately, we can hear it, so it did happen.
I have fallen, and I can't get up.
This guy you pretty deftly sidestep. And then this one is just kind of like... He's not able to, like, grab you, but he's kind of, like, setting a pick. Just kind of, like, going, like, just sort of, like... Kind of, like, go into one side and then the other, just to kind of keep you from running forward. Mostly, probably, unsuccessfully.
And it is Marty's turn now.
It is Marty's turn, and the tree did get himself off of him. Okay. So it's still agility driving, but now he's at 2 health.
Don't forget, like, he has the abilities of Mimsy, although that's, I don't know how Brown would fashion a rhyme.
My problem with using Mimsy is that I don't think I'm gonna be able to come up with like a text-to-speech spell on the
A
spot.
stupid spell that's like, I don't know, Brown's creative with spells, even I'm just like,
I should think about that though. You're right.
So otherwise I could just see Marty just trying to crash in everybody, but with these health points I wouldn't really want to do that.
Yeah.
Alright. I'm gonna say, so this guy, I'm gonna say Marty is gonna, oh, shit. I got rid of my, I recalled my fucking card that was showing what the hearts were.
Yeah, we still know.
It was 9 of things.
Yeah, it was a 9 of heart. I just need to keep track of that. I meant to have that visual there, just to make it totally clear. It's not worth digging out now. I'll just get it later. Oh, fair enough. I'm gonna say that Marty is gonna... He is now going to attempt to be the pinner. By just kind of like riding up on top of this guy and just sort of like sitting and just sort of laying his full-sized car body on him as he's trying to get up.
So he's just running him over.
Yeah. I'm gonna say he's
of course.
also. I'm gonna say he also periodically is doing burnouts on him. And Nathan, it's gonna be your turn now.
We still got 2 tree guys over here that are pretty much bent on. Oh, Maddie didn't do anything last turn.
Oh, that's true. Hold
I
on.
don't mind passing my turn for Maddie.
Well, you don't have to pass your turn, but Maddie definitely needs to go.
So you still want me to go, right?
Yeah, but let me just do a Maddie flip.
Maddie flip, let's go! Maddie,
Okay.
the true champion of tag. He will save us. Never fucking mind.
Yeah, I got 1 success, better than nothing.
Better than nothing. Better than a Joker.
Maddie is he's gonna sort of like, he plays a song he plays kind of like a magically enhanced lullaby to try and put the still standing tree people to sleep. But their cold wooden hearts are unmoved. And at most it makes them a little bit drowsy.
I forgot Maddie was a bard.
Maddie's fucking like binaural ASMR trick doesn't work.
He's got that microphone that has like the two ears.
He magically conjures a 3DO.
Tree springtime tingles, binaural beats.
Yeah, that's what he should have done. He should have done like
Maddie should be the
plant
ASMR
growing ASMR.
Yeah, imagine Jokering that, they all get taller.
I just thought the best character idea, a bard that just does the subliminal wizard ASMR things.
Oh my god, the frequency wizard!
Yeah.
That would actually be pretty base,
I'm
not gonna
stealing
lie.
that for a D&D campaign.
Oh my god, that's perfect.
Can't wait for next season where Dingle adds this character as an NPC.
No, fuck that. I'm saving that for a character. What do you guys better play that? That's actually so perfect.
Nathan's gonna basically kind of like put one arm forward and basically do like a football charge, try the brown tree, and
He does the
basically try to
Wario.
tackle
He does
him.
the Wario Land charge.
Yes.
Yeah, let's
So
go,
we're just gonna
buddy.
try to like kind of tackle him because to him this is basically like playing football.
Except Sukigawa's the ball.
About who was forced.
Oh yeah, what's the flip for that?
I think just brawn melee for a tackle, man.
This is some good shit.
You can see my mouse is fucking up.
Yeah, I got you on the flips.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you.
So
Three
three successes and a
Joker.
Joker. Jeez.
All right.
The boys again.
You so you look at this tree guy and he looks at you, and they have that fucking movie moment where both of your eyes are just kind of on each other in a letterbox against each other,
Anime as fuck.
and you guys both rush forward and just begin the most fucking wicked test of strength these woods have ever
Oh,
seen.
like those hand locks where they're like pushing each other. So
Yeah, like a wrestling test of strength.
yeah.
So,
It makes a shockwave for how much force was used.
he is very focused on this, but you are equally as focused.
At least that's
You
one
guys
less
are
screen on.
you guys are essentially grappling each other.
It's like
Really
based
neat.
Greek hours.
Yeah. And Benson.
Benny, what are you doing?
I'm gonna go over to one of the standing up trees and basically try and convince him to either join our side or just leave the game. Hey, I mean, this game's going pretty well for us, but I think it's pretty clear that we're gonna win this game, so how about you join our side? It'll be fun.
Give me charm intimidation.
Charm, intimidation, charmadation.
Oh yeah.
So that's
Like 8 successes.
that's 9 successes.
Oh, 9, yeah.
Holy fuck! Benson,
All right.
fucking MVP. Diggle's like, I did not plan for this.
I actually was really hoping he crit here because I had the perfect crit in mind for this.
Oh shit! Go
Let's
ahead.
go.
So, Benson, you kind of like walk up and you're just sort of like, hey, why not just, this is fun and all, but it looks like we're gonna win, so why don't you just join our side? And as you say this, just sort of like the specter of like the Prince of Darkness just sort of like rises up behind you and just gives and is just sort of like pulsating behind you and like blinds the tree guy and everything. And he just kind of like drops to his knees and he just goes, I'll never join you! I serve the Mother Tree! And, he is effectively out of combat as he, wrestles for control of his mind with a demon.
Hey man, it really wasn't that deep. You don't have to join us if you don't want to.
This guy's over here having a fucking mental breakdown.
Just completely oblivious to the prince behind me.
Yeah.
He's having a schizo meltdown.
Well, technically, due to the mechanics of how he works as a being, you literally can't see that he's behind you.
Oh.
And then Bit.
I have no idea what the hell I want to do.
Fucking man, just use the lighter. That was my best option.
I know.
Pulls out rocket launcher from the prison.
No, I think we use that when we die.
No, they don't have to know it's not loaded. Could just
I feel like it still has some shots.
Don't
The
give him
rocket
ideas. Yeah.
Can use it.
Yeah,
That's
I
true.
think
That's true.
I think I gave you 3 shots, and you only used 1 to
We only
destroy the
needed
prison.
Correct.
We needed one.
Fuck. You know what? Maybe I'll just go for a tackle on the one closest to Suki.
This one?
If that one's the one closest, then
Yeah.
sure.
This one's
Sure. Give me broad melee to tackle this tree.
I don't have athletics, I don't have melee, so it's like, well, no matter what I do, it's gonna
Shall I bring my pieces?
a hero point.
He pointing?
Damn it. That would be really good. if
Yeah,
it
that would be a
wasn't.
great roll if it wasn't.
That'd
for
be
the
a great
partner.
normal roll.
Oh,
Try? No.
No.
It warms my fucking black DM heart how many successes I'm making you guys waste.
I
This is all the time. This is revenge for all the times that we've just totally like destroyed any plans you had for any sort of roll.
Well, I mean, to be fair, you are also completely fucking nailing this encounter. So, you kind of like run forward, and with sort of like a running leap, just kind of like latch on to this tree guy's leg,
That's funny. It's this guy.
and you're fucking there, man. You're on him.
It's the pointy bit. It's stuck in him again. You hear like the doo doo doo, like a dart hitting on. Yeah.
Oh, that's actually. Well, that would have been a really funny Joker of you just stick into him antenna first.
Wasn't that
That
like
would
what
be
happened in the
funny.
cafeteria when it was into the chili or some shit? No, that was that Benny. Oh shucks.
Oh shucks.
All right. So Miggle Split is gonna attempt his root thing again. That's a good
Not the
start.
root. Not the root.
That's 4 because I think NPC crits are just +2.
Oh fuck. Oh, what happened? Oh.
You just recalled it then.
And then one more. And then still hearts. Pretty thematic. So Suki, much like so Suki, this time he just sort of like spawns roots just sort of all around you that are just gonna kind of like in one move kind of converge towards the center to try and tag you. You can give me... Well, I guess if you have an idea other than jumping out of the way of how to deflect them, you can give me that. But if you just want to, like, jump away, it'll be agility athletics.
I want to use magic, but, like... I don't have as good of a role for magic as I do agility athletics.
It's up to you, man.
Yeah, I'll just try and jump out of the way. I know it's not super creative. I'm kind of just blanking on ideas though.
Agility and athletics. You need to meet or beat 4.
Let's hero point that. Maybe I can meet it. Maybe drive. Oh! So 3 successes and a joker. I knew it was coming. There's no point in anteing it because it still doesn't meet. So I'll just take the L on this one, fellas.
All right.
I get a good start, but you can say I get a good start, but I definitely get.
No, you with just sort of like a straight leap into the air. You pretty adeptly dodge. Only for one more root to emerge from the center of the circle and kind of like grab you from the leg, just kind of like grab you and pull you back down into the middle. You are now it, and you're a little bit tangled up in roots. As it goes
so well too.
As it goes to your turn.
Ooh. Can I use spirit magic to summon a ghostly apparition of myself to tag Mickelson? He doesn't know. He doesn't know I use magic.
I love that. Give me... I feel like that's wit spirit magic.
Oh, okay. Ah, shit. Wit.
I'll give you intelligence. If it's a better flip, because I do really like this action.
And I'm healthy. Oh.
Oh.
I'm gonna use my 2 drive.
That deserved to be sick.
That should have been wasted.
Oh. Every magic roll I've done this
sucks.
campaign, unfortunately, hasn't been as awesome as I'd like it to be.
Yo, dramatic failure for the boys.
Let's dramatic failure.
Let's go.
Do something funny with the hologram. Like, make it look fucked up or something funny, Diggle. Do what you think. Just make it funny. Make it funny. That's
Looks
all I'm
like a
asking.
crayon drawing and it's retarded.
Okay, I've got a really good dramatic failure for this.
He looks like
Let me
he's
just
drawn like a Western cartoon instead of an anime character.
Let me just
He's got, like, the thick
step
outline.
away and get a drink really quick. But I've got a really good one for this.
I'm on the edge of my seat. I'm sorry, fellas, that I took the L on that roll.
Honestly, I just wish I had this new mouse. This shit sucks, dude. Like, it's affecting my push-to-talk button, just driving me up a fucking wall.
I'm sorry that I'm sorry, fellas. I want to start using magic more, because that is part of what I envisioned when I built the character, but I just don't get to use magic often.
You summon Naisuke Gawa, he's gonna try to help the enemy team now.
That's even funnier. The hologram is like a super nice Suki. Like, it's like...
It's good Suki, the one that doesn't want to kill people all the fucking time. Hello.
very polite. He's drawn like a Seinen protagonist instead of a shonen protagonist.
Alright, I'm back.
I am on my seat excited for what you have planned.
Oh man. I gotta say, I recently discovered these fucking tequila high noons. Delicious. Delicious. I don't really care for the normal high noons because I'm not really a vodka guy, but these tequila ones are fantastic.
I still gotta wait till Easter before I can drink again. Ugh.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't realize. I totally forgot you gave up alcohol for
other
Lent.
game nights where everybody's like drinking whiskey and shit, so it's fine. It's just like, oh man, I can't wait till Easter. I can like start cracking open beers again.
All right. So, I mean, you are successful in summoning an apparition of yourself, and it kind of like it walks over, just it walks over and goes for the tag, and like Migglesplit is kind of like going over to like the edge of like the bone cage, and then he just kind of like looks at the apparition, and then he sort of like for a moment he sort of like catches you in there as well. He catches you like still all tied up, and he just goes, "Hey! You guys are cheating!"
Cope.
Suki is going to say from still being tied up, there wasn't any rule. Hey, when we started the game, there wasn't any rules pertaining to magic. You've been using it the entire time.
Nuh-uh! You guys are cheating! That's how you've been doing so well!
What? Suki's just sounding pissed off, but he's still tied up in the vines.
That's not fun! You're not allowed to cheat!
You didn't set any rules about magic! You can't just change the rules in the middle of the game! That's not how games work!
Okay, well, who here thinks they cheated? And immediately all of the tree people unanimously raise their hands.
Even the one that's under Marty, he just like raises his hand from the ground.
Yeah, what about the one that's in an epic battle of brawn with Nathan?
Well, you know what? Granted, he actually is not going to raise his hand.
Would you want to play a different game then? If you're so insistent that we cheated on this one. Yeah, Micklesplit's fucking seething and coping right now.
He's a little kid.
He's Malden. That's what he is.
He just kind of just goes, you know, mister, I'm starting to think that you're not serious about our deal at all.
I am serious.
He's just kind of like sitting, pouting in the bone cage like a little kid.
Suki just rolls his eyes while he's still, like, trapped in the vines. I like to imagine the vines are just not gone away.
No, they totally haven't.
What's happened, Suki? Have we won?
Megasplit has accused us of cheating, apparently.
What? Nicholas Boy, we'd never cheat against you. Just because we were winning so badly against you doesn't mean we were cheating. We're just trying to have a fun time here.
Yeah, it's a boatload of fun.
Give me charm and empathy.
Thank God Suki.
And I will say, things have kind of gone back to normal, and you will be flipping cards. Successes will be counted normally.
Okay.
Which is good because.
Oh
fuck! Should we ante that? Otherwise, we're gonna.
Yes, I mean I don't have it, but I would ante that if I had it.
Yeah.
Wait a minute.
It is brown.
God damn it! Fuck his ante, just fucking use it.
Just use it. Otherwise, we're gonna be playing these
I
games.
don't know.
forever.
Anti-Joker has final say.
That's true.
You are the anti-Joker. I'll fucking kill you.
Hey guys, it's me, Brown. I say we use the anti-Joker.
I did got back. Yeah, I'm on anti-Joker. That dude.
The Seth Rogen laugh you just gave him.
I mean, Brown basically is like President's Choice Seth Rogen.
I'm just gonna raw send him an at.
He doesn't use it. I just say use it. Still give him it next session.
Yeah, that would be fair. He's been missing
But that doesn't give me the opportunity to fuck over this flip.
I'm gonna kill you.
I am inside your walls, Tingle.
Grab another seltzer from that mini fridge. I'm still here.
Let's give him a second to see if he sees the message.
What is he cooking? I like that the character that's been missing for 98% of the session is the one they had the anti-Joker.
It has us on the edge of our fucking seat.
I like how Brown said, I might go AFK a few times this session, and then just fucking left.
Dipped. Just dipped.
Which sucks because I have a great item prepared for him that I'm not gonna be able to see his reaction to when he gets it.
Could just give it to him later.
I guess.
See, look, he said yes, do it.
This was actually something he said. I was there. I witnessed.
Yeah, real quote from Brown.
It's true, I was the window.
It's true, I was the speech bubble.
Alright, Sergeant. It's your flip. Heads or tails?
Give me that big tails.
Let's go.
It's too easy.
Okay, you anti-Joker.
Let's fucking go.
4 successes. I'm glad that Suki wasn't flipping the empathy roll.
Does Suki have any empathy?
No.
Yeah.
Suki, I think, is my first character that has 0 empathy.
I was gonna say, having empathy would be the least in-character skill decision for Suki. Alright.
What the fuck is that video?
I fucking love this video.
Oh, that's the edging your aneurysm video?
I'm fucking screaming in. Oh.
Alright. So, you lower the bone cage and kind of like approach him and sort of like reason with him like you did before. And he kind of just sort of like looks down. He kind of like looks down at his what's the fucking button to stop? Wow, Discord's UI is
Terrible.
It exists.
There's no button to stop streaming because it's overlay because the watch together is over it.
You can move the watch.
Yeah, you have to like click on your stream, I think, to change the focus to your stream.
Okay.
It's very retarded.
Oh, there we go. I think.
You're still streaming.
Have we oh, there it is. I just realized I was like sitting here with it open, like on the card screen. And I was like, hey, probably shouldn't stream the DM partition to them.
Oh. This is exactly what happened when I posted the same video in my other group yesterday.
Oh.
Come up with a retarded plan. Oh.
Oh.
Alright, so he kinda like he kinda like looks to the ground and he just goes, well, I don't know. You guys won all the other games. I thought I picked one I'd be good at.
But, and Suki's actually going to speak up. Mego Split, the true purpose of games is not about winning or losing. It's about how much fun you have.
I'm having so much fucking fun right now with this mic gun.
It might not look like it from my face, but I had fun too. Suki is not lying.
I know you're not lying. Which is
That
why
was-
I'm gonna make you give me a charm empathy.
Oh, fucker.
One success. Oh fuck, that's better than I was expecting.
I'm gonna say one success is
First,
one.
that's good for Suki though. That's good empathy for Suki.
I was literally about to say I'm gonna say one success is enough for the is enough to make it really seem like Sukigawa is cutting past the edginess and is saying something very earnestly nice.
Nothing personnel, kid. I'm just having fun.
Let's see, he's just like, did you really have fun?
Yes. Oh, it's a lot more fun than what we were dealing with in Sparkle, more of the swamp. It was nice to finally do something where no one got killed. That was a nice change of pace. And I say that very rarely. It's been a long journey from where we started in Sparkholm. And we're just trying to find our father so that we may kill him. But that is besides the point. For once, today, in a long time, I have felt something. And this music in the background is so perfect.
Yeah.
I have felt something that I don't feel often. A sense of true camaraderie, fun, and friendship.
The large the large tree people start applauding.
While Suki is still tied up in the vines.
I want to imagine,
Yeah.
I want to imagine like Nathan and the tree he's kind of grappling with stop for a minute and just like
They hug
Nathan's
instead.
joining them.
They hug instead. And let's just say Barty gets off this guy.
Yeah.
Suki
And
gave.
so-
You know what? Suki gave a speech, and it's not even a character with friendship speech. Isn't that some shit?
All it took to make Cynical use friendship speech was not give it to him. So once that subsides, Bagel Split he walks back over and he sort of undoes the vines, which kind of like they don't really let you down gently, but he just sort of undoes them.
Okay. Suki will stand up and pat Migglesplit on the head. I truly had fun today, and I hope you did.
Yeah, I did have a lot of fun. You know, not a lot of mortals live long when they come here. So, I'm glad that the ones that did wanted to be my friend.
Of course. And no matter where we are in the world, Migglesplit, just know that we will always be your friends.
Oh,
And that's what true friendship is.
well, I wasn't worried about that. Anyway, I guess I should lead you to Mother Tree now.
If you don't mind, that would be truly appreciated.
But make sure you're on your best behavior.
Suki puts a hand over his heart. Demon's honor.
I reach out to a hand to the tree that I traumatized and say, "Good game."
This dude.
Can you give me another charm empathy?
Now this has to be a joker.
No, just a damn good roll.
Freelance, I just gotta say that I love that every image involving Suki is just the guy from American Psycho.
It works on so many levels.
Yeah.
He's just kind of like
He's still
kind of like
traumatized.
laying there, breathing heavily. But when he sees you like reach out a hand, he kind of like grabs it and kind of like holds it as he rights himself to his feet. And he kind of like looks around. He kind of like looks around for a second. He's just kind of like, what happened? You were saying something to me, and then I just blacked out.
Yeah, I thought you quit the game, but it's okay now. We've stopped.
He kind of like feels around on himself just to like make sure that there's no like wounds. You say, I guess, was it a good game?
It was a great game.
Damn, I should have made that encounter take longer. That would have been a perfect line to end the session on. But,
Let's also just fucking meet the Mother Tree. That's a good way to end it, too.
well, I mean, we still have by all rights, we still have like over half an hour left.
I know. It's just we've been waiting. We need answers about our damn dad.
Do you know Mr. Rocksoft? Did he have sex with you too?
Probably did. We probably don't even have to ask.
So,
Freelance, god damn it.
so
Tiddle
Migglesplit kind of like he walks over to one end of the clearing and kind of just like sort of like makes kind of like a motion like he's brushing something like past him, and as he does this, sort of like a path does open through the trees that does have like a very bright light at the end of it. He just goes, "All right, this is the way." But, you should probably follow me. Mortals get lost in these woods a lot. I don't know why. It's so easy to make a path through them.
It truly is a mystery. So, here we go.
And so he leads you through. And after a pretty short walk, you guys just sort of enter this place that for the first time is not the very kind of dark woods that you're in, and is like an almost like insanely bright, illuminated like clearing in the forest that
I'm
like a
kind
lot
of-
of you have to sort of like squint your eyes just to see through for until your eyes like eventually adjust.
I'm kind of imagining the middle of the Lost Woods from Breath of the Wild, like that center area where the big tree is.
I'd say similar, but like imagine it just sort of like bathed in this like very sort of like bright white light.
Mm.
And so those of you who like those of you I say those of you, but that means everyone but Nathan and Marty, who before felt like sort of like a pit in your stomach before. It's now kind of like just this feeling of like overwhelming dread in like stark contrast to the very serene environment. As you guys are standing face to face with just like a tree so insanely massive that it kind of seems preposterous you guys didn't see it coming from here.
Oh hey, we meet again. Nice to see you.
And with a booming voice, you just hear Miggle Split. Why have you brought these interlopers into my sanctum?
Uh-oh.
He's going, don't worry. Well, I kind of had to, Mother Tree, because, well, I made a deal with this one. Here, show him.
Suki holds out his hand that still has a small like plant sprout in it.
Just like after a moment, just goes, most interesting and most unusual.
We
Your
don't. Nope. Go ahead.
Well, I would not be the one. I would not be the one to prevent young Migglesplit from upholding his first ever deal with mortal kind. Speak, interloper, but know that you tread upon ground your kind has not set foot on in many an age.
That's actually why we're here. We're here. If you know of this area, this forest was the last known location of one bard known as Richard Rocksoff. And Suki's gonna be looking. Does she have a face, or is she just a tree?
It's just a tree.
Okay, then he's not gonna look for any expression change. But that was his last known. This forest was where he was last seen, quote unquote, holding a concert. We are the progeny of Richard Rocksoff, and we are wondering about his current whereabouts. We won't stay any longer than it is needed in your humble, and our existence will not impede your lands any longer than it is needed for us to just know where. Do you know where he is?
You, the progeny of Roxov?
Yes, all of
One
us.
and only.
Dead.
Inconceivable. I shall not take your I shall not listen to your base lies.
And why is it? And why is it you think inconceivable? If you don't mind me asking.
This concert you speak of, it happened when I was merely a sprout. It was the magic he imbued in me that allowed me to grow my vast forest and spread my roots throughout this land.
Dookie leans over to Bit and goes, "See, I knew it."
Nathan's just like blinking rapidly, like,
So, in other words, would you say that your children of the forest are also progeny of Richard Roxoff? In a sort of sense.
If such base terminology is how your mortal mind can understand it, then so be it.
I knew it. Well, I don't know if you have any sort of magic that can detect my lineage, but I assure you, I and my brothers here, well, Matty's just sort of here for the ride. But most of us here standing here before you are also half Rocksoff. If you do not believe me, then by all means put me through any test to prove it, whether it be looking into my soul, my blood, my flesh, my mind, any. And I will assure you, you will find the answer that you so desperately reject.
Hold up.
Nathan
Suki is very, not mean, but Suki is very, like, he's not come all this way for him to be told no.
Nathan's just gonna slowly raise his hand to interject something.
Absolutely.
Excuse me, I don't mean to be rude for once, but you wouldn't have happened to known a droid from the Screaming Dingo Woods named Willow Leaf, would you?
She takes a moment and goes, My children are free to choose their own names, but that one does remind me of one of the sprouts I sent that way.
Oh, it's me mum.
Wait,
The tree kind of takes a moment and just goes,
Nathan, is
That I can believe.
Nathan just looks happy. He's like, love me, mum, me.
So she kind of like you. There's sort of this like a moment of like very kind of like almost unnerving, quiet and calm.
Suki is just sort of arms crossed, very serious face, looking at the tree as this all happens.
And she's inconceivable. Your roots do bear that man's essence. But that must be it. That man, the only thing he was more obsessed with than his music was ensuring that he would endure to see the way the music of this world progressed. He came to these woods to ensure he came to this woods, or so he told me, seeking everlasting life.
Knowing that deadbeat, yes, that is probably part of what he wanted.
If you are all truly his offshoots, then one can only think that he succeeded.
So what you're insinuating is our father gained immortality, which allowed him to travel across all the lands, spreading his ancestry across all the different races of the world. I mean, if you're immortal, you've got the time on your hands.
A base and repugnant way to use such a gift, but in line with mortal sensibilities. I believe that is exactly what happened.
Is there any way to revoke a man of this gift of immortality? do you know, Tree Mother?
Tell me, what do you know of the lands beyond these?
Out of character, is she talking about different continents?
Um.
Because
Oh,
Suki
like-
is literally from a different continent.
Ooh. You know what? I wanted this to play into the Suki identity as well, so I'll say
Let's
that's exactly
go!
what he's talking about. I'll say that's exactly what she's talking about.
Tree Mother, I myself am not from this land. I am from the Far East. That is how far Richard Roxov has spread his influence. I have traveled here, and this is the quest we are currently on to find our father. Are you telling me the secret to removing his immortality might be in my homeland?
Beyond there lies, far, far to the east, is a land that no mortal, even him, may have touched. A land where the pure elements exist and wreak havoc, shaping and destroying and reshaping the lands as they see fit.
That sounds cool. Suki, why didn't you tell us earlier?
I've heard of such a place, but it was even beyond my home. Not by too far, but it was a land that I had only read about, or that my grandfather had told me stories of. He had visited there. I have not.
Then you are more wise than you would appear, mortal. The elements, they are not sentient like me. They are beings of pure instinct that lash out randomly at anything and everything, even one another. Surely, not even that man would be able to control them. To step foot in on that blighted continent is tantamount to suicide. But then again, so is stepping foot in my forest. And yet, here you stand.
I mean, yeah,
So-
we beat your son in the game, so...
We won fair and square, as per the deal, and Suki once again holds up his hand.
Yes. I have read the contract of your deal.
You can read.
A most
Roots?
interesting bargain indeed. Tell me, mortals. How far do you seek? Tell me, mortals. How far do you seek to go to find your father? Would you travel? Would you travel even to the lands that are unknowable and untamable by all?
If it means carrying out my mission, then I will go to the end of existence itself. Which, as by the sounds of it, is probably what you're speaking of.
Yeah, I think we're all in it for the long haul now.
We have come too far and faced too many trials to give up. Mortals might not be as strong as you fey creatures, but we are not all of us are feeble either. If you were to look into my spirit, all you will see is burning desire and strength and rage.
Oh,
My
gosh.
heart is like an everlasting fire. And I
Yeah,
will
yeah.
not allow it to go out before I have finished what I have promised my brothers here.
Yeah, I got nothing better to do, so I'll take along.
I'll go
I
wherever my
apologize.
brothers go.
I apologize for getting heated there, Mother Tree, but my desire to see this through is beyond anything. We mortals have survived this far in our existence in this world. Who's to say we can't go a little further?
Odd. Mayhap it is your lineage clouding my judgment. But I feel a vague sense of respect for you mortals.
Out of character, Suki's fucking killing it this session. I don't know where all this I don't know where all this gusto's coming from, fellas.
He's just like fantasizing about his murder hobo fantasies against his dad.
Well, no, I mean, as a player, I don't know where all of this really good improv to. Like, all of that is improv. I did not.
He's got the gumption. He's going with the gusto. Oh yeah, has anybody else's watch together just kind of gone silent?
Yeah.
Yeah. Try it.
Interact.
It did that for me. I went leaving and coming back to it fixed it.
We'll try that.
Oh yeah. Discord just doesn't like to work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It does that.
It really kind of just doesn't work sometimes.
Wow, imagine my shock. There we go.
But Suki is speaking from like the bottom of his heart. And he's saying all this.
Then, go with my blessing, and with this. And she kind of like reaches down and sort of like a branch kind of like reaches down from her great bough, and will sort of just sort of hands you just this sort of like kind of like flowering kind of like sprig of a tree branch.
Is she handing it to me specifically?
She's just kind of like handing it to the group.
I will put it like in the belt, like it's being held in the same belt that holds the sword sheath.
I'll say Nathan's looking considerably kind of awestruck that she would actually grant this kind of blessing, because this would mean something to him. But,
When we go to those untamed lands, what are we looking for exactly in relation to how we deal with our father?
That I cannot answer you. My roots, even my roots, cannot touch that blighted land. They shrivel and die in response to the untamable energy that courses within them. But I have no doubt that there exists a power there to draw your father forth, and to draw your father forth. And I ask that when you do so, you give him that which I have just bestowed upon you.
All right.
That branch has been with me since the day that he found me, and his song imbued me with the energy I needed to create my grand forest. When you see him, let him know that I and it are doing well.
Do we do that before or after we kill him?
Suki just turns around and looks at Bit.
Bit just shrugs.
He goes, you aim to do what exactly?
We're gonna reunite him with the underworld.
You were so close to getting out of here.
Ah, that makes sense.
Plus, how you described it, he was sort of using the power of immortality rather irresponsibly.
No, it makes sense because those words are not your own.
Oh, Lord.
What do you mean?
So, you guys sort of like feel this like horrible kind of like tugging sensation, and you kind of see your shadows being sort of forcibly dragged from you.
Oh no.
And until they just kind of like all coalesce into this sort of like ball that's like standing in the center of you. Now she looks, you undead one. Now I understand why you came to me without malice, carrying this darkness within you.
Oh no.
And you guys, sort of like, you hear like an equally just like, unhand me!
Oh Lord. This is the consequences of us trying to play both teams, it seems.
My tree man is biased.
Tell me, how long has this specter lingered on you? How long has it influenced you from the shadows?
How
Been
long
like a
has it
day,
been?
ain't it?
Like a day?
Yeah, he actually came after Suki settled on that plan.
Yeah, we were sort of going to kill Richard Roxoff regardless of this.
He's been there for me my entire life.
Wait, what?
He's not talking about the shadow, he's talking about the Prince of Darkness bit.
Yes,
Nonsense.
I pray to him every night.
Oh.
You what, mate?
Please forgive my brother, he is young and naive.
Though it does kind of make sense.
Yeah, but I want to reiterate, I had this whole thing settled before all of us met. Itsuki just kind of motions towards the shadow. Him. Not trying to throw him under the bus, but... You know, killing a patricide isn't like his invention, okay?
So is what you tell me true?
That we wanted to kill our father way before we knew about him also being our brother? Yes. Also, you should know that Richard Roxoff did interact with darkness, and the Prince of Darkness that you see before you is his progeny, which goes to my argument that he has been using the power of immortality quite irresponsibly. I don't know how much... You had trouble believing that we were Roxoff's offspring. But you should know that his reach is far, very far. Whatever image you had of that man as a shining, beautiful bard that gave you life, unfortunately, it was but one of many facets of that man. That man has the cruelty to create life with another person, such an intimate act, and to leave them all alone. I don't know the true reasoning of why Richard Roxoff wants immortality, but it is very clear that he is ill-suited for it, as he refuses to take any responsibility for any of his progeny, including, again, the Prince of Darkness.
You. No! I refuse to believe it! You speak sacrilege!
Prince of Darkness, if you're able to speak, could you sort of prove that in any way? This
Yes,
is a fair trial.
Yes, of course. I can prove it. Just wrest me free from this wretched creature's grasp.
Okay, let's all just settle down for a moment. Everyone. If you are truly fair and unbiased, Mother Tree, you will allow him to speak his piece, so that you may know the truth about Richard Roxoff, as much as it might pain you, and shatter the image of him that you have in your head all this time.
What do you know of fairness? What do you know of bias? You mortals, you think that your limited time on this earth entitles you to all its spoils, entitles you even to kill those that bring it life.
I have no ill will towards you. The only man I have ill will towards is my father. That's man. He created me. He left my mother broken-hearted. Do you know what it's like growing up, seeing the one person take care of you, live with an empty heart, day in and day out? That man doesn't care for me, nor my mother. That man cares for no one but himself.
He made Willow Leaf cry. I don't like it.
He made all of our mothers cry.
He did.
And that despair from my mother was passed on to me.
Yeah, we
And
got
I
it from
turned
Mum.
that despair into rage, anger. I will not rest until Richard Roxoff gets what's been coming to him all this time.
Gonna
That's
crush him.
definitely- I think that's presence empathy from both of you.
I don't think I have either of those, but I just do like a 1-card roll. I think we had this problem last time.
Oh, I crit. Let's go. Suki's speech definitely meant something. Let's fucking go, fellas.
Yeah, it would be 1 card plus.
Oh, my engine turns back on.
Plus healthy.
Hey.
Yeah, plus healthy.
But you didn't say your phrase.
I said, wow.
There
He
we go.
did say wow.
Good.
Okay, so I gotta say, Dingle, whatever. Suki's like on his knees, like fists clenched at this point, as he's speaking
Nathan's
to the
having
mother
a
tree.
moment of just
This
like,
speech-
no, Mom.
This speech is coming straight from the heart, man. The one person that he truly respects, his mother, and that is the reason he's doing all of this.
Yeah, Nathan's more or less like his hype man in the background, getting mad about his own mom being like ditched.
If there is nothing else I accomplish on my short time on this planet, it is to get revenge for my mother. For what Richard Roxoff has done to her. To all of us. To even you, Mother Tree.
Then all
Even
the-
you. Even you. He left you. And this music is so perfect in time.
Mommy! Mommy!
I understand. I can see how much this means to you. Misguided as I believe you are. Very well. I shall allow you to continue on your quest. But on one condition.
What condition may that be?
And as you say that, the kind of like the ball of shadow that kind of that's sort of there, just sort of like crashes like heavily into the ground. Just goes. If prove your loyalty, prove your ambition, and prove your resolve by casting down this foul creature.
Uh-oh.
Next time on RPG.
There we go.
Hell yeah, 10-minute RPG session, woo!
Oh my god. Again, I don't know where all this passion came from player side.
That was
I
beautiful.
don't know what happened today. I just popped
Yeah,
off
this
with the
is
speeches.
This was actually a legit great session, both for roles and for just like, yeah, everybody being in character.
Yeah, I think from like a story aspect, I think you guys really killed it this session.
We'll get payback for Mum!
So,
We're all
Brown,
just a
who were
bunch
your
of-
heroes?
Yeah, Brown.
Yeah, you know what? That's true. Brown goes first on hero points.
We all get one at the end of the session, as is tradition.
Yeah, hold on. So, doing feats.
I did,
I know you did dramatic fail. You did
I
dramatic
think I was the
failure.
only one that did that.
Yeah, I think you were the only dramatic failure.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, Dingle. I actually figured out what I want to use my next what do you call it on though if I get enough XP.
I was actually pretty pissed that you didn't let me do any flips this entire session.
Yeah, I
And
was
he's gone.
kind of pissed you weren't here to do them though. So
Literally
you know,
anything.
maybe let's let bygones be bygones on that one.
Yeah, maybe fair is fair. Yeah, you're right. You know, maybe fair is fair.
Oh yeah, Dingle. I know what I'm gonna spend my next feed on.
Your AXP.
All right,
you mean.
let's settle up hero points first, though.
Yeah.
So yeah, Brown, who do you think did a really good job this session?
Go really in depth this time. We're
Let
just
me
Yeah,
think.
yeah.
Yeah,
I wanna-
don't-
I want your thoughts.
Don't hold anything back. Tell me
I'll
what
give-
you really enjoyed.
Well, see, I had a bit of a rough session, so I think I'm gonna have to give it to the only two voices I heard the entire time, which are Cynical and Dingle.
Hell yeah.
Hero points. Hero points.
Ooh,
You're welcome, fellas.
I'll take a fucking hero point for next session.
Yeah, everybody else was super quiet this whole session.
I'll take a hero point right before a boss fight.
I think
Sure
I think I was just really well rested today. 'Cause I don't know. All that came from the heart today. Like all those impromptu like speeches.
Yeah, they were all really good.
He was feeling it.
Nah, but for real, I'm actually pretty happy how I played this session.
Well, how about you know what then? How about you tell me who else you think played
Already
really
got it
well
locked
this
in.
session?
Nathan,
Based.
Nathan once again continues to be sort of like a good like duo to Suki, kind of by coincidence, but it just works out. I think it's nice, and also just in general, he was really fucking funny, and we got to learn more about Nathan at the end, so that's important too. Like
We're
with
expanding the lore a little bit.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh man, out of character. I really hope we get to go to where Suki's from at some point.
Out of character,
If we're going that direction.
I will watch the episode before next session.
I don't know if that's what you had planned, Ningled, but that would be really fun.
I think I'm definitely working it into my plans now.
And Benson had just some fucking amazing roles. That thing where he just where he just fucking summons the Prince of Darkness as like a stand and just absolutely scares the shit
It was like a stun.
out of one of the tree people. That was just genuinely really funny. And then the fact that he's like, "Oh yeah, we won. We're all cool now." And then he got really good on that. And it's like he just absolutely based.
What's Benson's stand like? Shadow stepbrother.
Yeah. But so yeah, it's freelance and or Nathan and Benson for me.
All right.
If we're going by list order, then freelance is next.
Yeah, actually, that's true. We did sort of we did sort of accidentally go in list order. So let's go freelance next.
Yeah, I was gonna say, that seems to happen a lot. My two picks are going to be Sukigawa, mainly for good roles and also just for really getting in character, like legit. You're in your element. I'm proud of you, son. You know, the emojis I spammed were true. Really, I actually did like the speeches a lot. That was great.
That was
My
like
other
some of the
one's gonna go-
best RP I've seen in an RPG
Yeah.
session.
Legit,
Bro,
you were
I'm-
feeling it, and you could
Bro,
tell.
I'm a theater kid. I live for this shit.
Yeah, you were made for this. My other point's gonna go for Benson. Obviously, the roles again, the sort of like charm, intimidate thing that ended up in
That shit kills me every time.
trees having schizoid moments.
Fucking great.
Also, yeah, you know, just because we're winning so bad. Like legit, no. Benson was also on his A game. So
Benson's
yeah,
also a
those-
kid. He's kind of rubbing in the wind there.
Yeah.
Yeah, can't help it.
Not to mention, yeah, the bone cage once again actually was a
The bone
solid
zone.
play. So, yeah,
It became a thing so late into the session that I don't think I'm going to be able to build on it that much. But I just love that there is canonically a dimension of a dimension of pure bone that
So
you
it's
can
just a pile
pull things
somewhere.
from.
it's like an eldritch like planet thing that's just literally just like bones everywhere. He just summons them
It's-
from.
It's so fucking good, but like, there's no. I don't have any way to expand upon it that's not just like completely derailing the story.
That's a season 2 thing. Season
Yeah.
2.
Yeah, those are my picks.
Season 2.
All right, Zegend.
My first one is gonna go to Bit for using a fire attack inside of a forest.
I was gonna say, if Zell didn't get a hero point for that lighter move, I was gonna be so mad because that was genius.
I was worried he was going to Joker.
I was
and
like-
That
I was
was
like-
all I had this session.
I was like actively annoyed that the trees won their contested flip.
Yeah, that's the only thing that I could think of this fucking session.
I wanted to see if you would like Joker, because then I could say like, yo, you probably scared the shit out of Nathan as well since the fucking fire, and he still got Suki, which is bad.
Yeah.
Which is kind of weirdly in character though, because I have been trying to set the stage that basically everyone like but Benson, because you guys are all like demons and like half machine, you guys just like are being physically rejected by the forest.
I'll fuck with that.
Who's your other hero?
I think
Um,
that's another. I think you still got another one, Zedmund.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna give another one to Nathan for going back to his roots, as you say, and just
His roots.
interacting with all of his tree kin and learning that
Literally
he's-
just bro fisting with the
Yeah.
tree after he wrestled.
What was the
with it.
name of the forest that he's from?
The screaming,
Screaming
dingo,
Dingo
Woods.
Reckon the screaming dingo woods. also-
Extremely vase.
I'd like to request that Sin receive an impressive feat for
I was gonna say I didn't want to cut off the hero points, but Sin, I'm absolutely giving Sin the fucking DM given feat for the excellent RP this session.
that's
I
justice.
was put my whole heart into that shit, man. That last speech, I don't know what was happening. I just ascended.
Sin Sukigawa's gonna pop off pretty soon. I think he's 2 feats away from being able to buy an ultimate.
I like to request that I get no feats because I wasn't.
We
here.
will cut off your feet, actually.
I'd like to request my
We are
feet be cut
taking
off.
your feet.
I don't have any feet. I'm a
We
car.
just take his 2 back tires.
We are sending Quint.
Marty's gonna begin the next session on cinder blocks.
Yeah, they've been repoed.
That's fucked.
All right, and then Zell.
I was gonna say if nobody mentioned the bone zone, I was still giving one to Benson for that. But Nathan did, or Freelance did talk about that a bit. But I'm still gotta give it to Benson because I mean, just overall, very good.
I really
enjoy
gotta
his
watch
character a lot.
The Bone Zone definitely does, I think, deserve multiple hero points.
I gotta watch this fucking episode.
You
now,
do.
too.
Benny
It was a
Bone
great
Zone
I was pretty happy with it. It was kind of like an off-kilter encounter that I made, and I was actually pretty happy with how it turned out. I gotta I gotta start doing more
Yeah,
funky shit like
That was
that.
a very creative thing.
I got some stuff planned in a similar vein.
Oh, I'm so ready. Oh, I'm so ready.
I mean, it's literally gonna be a JoJo campaign. It's gotta be like totally fucked up.
Oh fuck, dude.
I gotta think of a good stand for that.
I've
Don't
already.
worry, I think you
I
probably
keep
got
forgetting
time.
to draw my stand. I've got the name figured out. I've got the power figured out. I just gotta draw it.
My second one gotta go to Nathan because he's in his element. He's playing in the fucking trees.
He playing.
He's fighting for his mother.
steady, unbothered, in my lane, moisturized, flourishing.
British fucking dude.
Also
Oh, gotta get him
Fertilized.
Fertilized, moisturized, in my forest, flourishing.
got to meet his grandma.
Yeah, in a roundabout way, yeah.
It's literally just like the Nathan family reunion episode.
Oh, you see this
I have,
guy?
unintentionally and semi-intentionally, you guys have been meeting a lot of family members that just aren't the one you're looking for.
I thought that was part of the joke.
Yeah.
It is funny.
Like, I honestly, at the very beginning, I was like, this whole fucking campaign's just gonna be, we're gonna find out every single person in the entire
Can't wait till
world.
we get to like the fucking like junkyard
is the progeny
episode
of-
from Marty.
Our dad. Oh no, dude.
Why did he fuck so many cars?
It's literally just the cars episode.
Dingle's gonna have to like do a fucking oh my god.
Fucking the fucking
Larry the
elemental
Cable Guy.
the elemental Badlands are just Radiator Springs.
I like that a lot. Just a fucking drag.
They're all cars that run off the pure elements.
Yeah, we just
Yeah,
wander into
of
a
course,
fucking
of
drag
course.
strip full of sentient cars.
We can bring back that like water engine that everybody says was bought out.
Car. It's a car that runs on water, dude.
It's a car that runs on water, bro.
You see this
That was
dog though? You guys see this dog?
I see that dog.
That dog.
This is why I was gone the whole session.
He got that dog.
That dog.
My mom didn't tell me when she was gonna come over today, and then she called me at 1 and said I'm coming at 3. So, and then I was just.
It's a
hanging out.
doggy.
I was hanging out with the dog while he's getting used to the house and stuff.
Oh, what's he called?
He's Vino.
Vino, I love that.
Vino.
We call him V.
V.
Good boy.
All right, so I think that is I think that's all the hero points. Brown, I was against it, but they won the coin flip. They did use the anti-Joker in your absence.
No.
We were screaming,
No.
where the fuck is Brown? He has to use it.
They got
I was
like
kidding, buddy.
they got like 4 successes and a Joker on like a very important flip that I was super willing to fuck them over on.
You should have.
Well, that's why I put it up to chance, and then Cedric fucking nailed the coin flip.
That's the way I like it, though. I prefer when it's up to chance.
Yeah.
That's a kind of a religious thing for me.
So I'm trying to think. We didn't get any double Jokers.
No,
You can just give it to me again.
I was gonna
I
say
technically
we should
didn't
just
use
give it to Brown again.
Yeah,
that was mine.
Fair enough. Fair enough. No argument for me. That makes it easy.
mine was the biggest Joker where I pretended like I was gonna play with you guys and then didn't.
Yeah, you had to do a card flip before we started the game, and oh my, ka-chow.
Ka-chow.
And also, I'm giving everyone 2 hero points this time because
Space and red pill?
it was like a really, really good session.
God, I really have to watch it now. That's so fucked
Yeah,
up.
this is one of our
Only
best
parts
sessions,
of
not
me in the
gonna lie.
VOD are gonna be ka-chow and wow.
Honestly, like the only thing I think comes
Iconic.
close to this session.
I
is
mean,
fucking
your
crazy.
character
I-
did some good stuff too.
I think I made some pretty in-character flips in your stead.
Nice, dude. I'll
You
be the
crashed
judge of
into a
that.
tree.
No, that's pretty in character, yeah.
I told him I was like,
You
oh, man,
crashed
what-
into a tree and then you pinned another tree while doing burnouts on it.
I was trying to remind him, like, don't forget he
Yes.
has Mimsy for spellcasting.
Okay, yeah,
I
that was
know.
definitely me too. And
I
anybody
know.
can be
People,
Mimsy.
they tried to remind me halfway through, like, oh, don't forget, Brown can cast spells, and I'm like, there's no way I'm gonna be able to write one of those spells off the
Yeah,
top
no.
of my head.
Oh, I love making those up, dude.
I don't think anybody can come up with Brownisms or like think up the
I-
fucking
I-
spells.
Well,
you
it's
think
harder. It's
I like
harder.
half thought of one. I was like, I can do something funny with like clutch and touch for the.
Oh yeah.
but-
Hey, it's all.
like, when I pull my clutch, you can no longer touch or something. But I couldn't
all
think
his
of
nerves,
a good.
all the nerves fall out of his body. Yeah, I don't know. I just come up
I
with
was
them.
born to be free, to be free unlike this tree. That's good for you.
That's pretty good.
yeah, though I am excited for.
All right, if we're all good, I gotta head out, fellas.
I'd probably
Alright,
do
see
something.
ya.
I'd probably do something more like, "You're made out of bark. It's time to jump the shark. The whole world has gone dark."
What the fuck? Oh yeah, Dingles, you want to hear my idea? 'Cause
Yeah.
I don't think I unlocked the next few. Like what I want to do is like get that like extra bit of XP and then spend it on a mastery, and I want to put that like the rest of that like to make my intimidation a mastery.
Oh,
Turn that practice into a mastery.
Turn that practice into an into
Into an accident.
Well, I think you're only 2 feats away from that, so you could potentially get that. Right, you could potentially get that towards the end of the next session.
Oh, did you give me any items this session while I was gone?
I had one written for you, but I didn't. But I wanted to see your reaction to it. So now I have to give it to you next session.
Better be there for it.
I was like, it didn't feel right giving
sorry.
it to you without you here because I know you'll get a kick out of it.
Yeah, I really didn't mean for it to go like that. My mom came at just the wrong
No,
time.
I mean, obviously, you mentioned that you would be like going AFK like a
Yeah.
couple of times, so I knew you didn't mean like, yeah, I'm just gonna dip. I knew something had to have happened that you couldn't step away from.
Like the other fucking group that I do shit with, we have one guy who hasn't been with us for like 2 sessions that were critical, and it's like right before we're about to start, he has to leave because of like work-related shit. And it's just like, yeah, no,
Isn't that
it
the
sucks,
worst?
but it happens.
Yeah, what a fucking asshole, dude. I'd never play with a guy like that.
Well, I mean, he's like 1 strike away before we replace him with somebody else.
Yeah, replace him with me.
Oh gosh, no, I don't know if you fucking last.
You don't know if I'd last?
I don't know if you fucking last. My other group's like
Depends on-
fucking a lot more harsh.
I don't care.
As in, like, the DM does not fucking care if you die.
I like that. I'm partial towards that.
Nightmare difficulty, 1 life mode.
No, but does he not care if I die, or is he gonna attack me when I'm on the ground, even though there's a bigger threat near him? That's what I hate. I don't like it when I'm playing with a DM, and then I go down, and then there's another dude attacking the same guy, but the guy still coup de grâces me on the ground.
Yeah, or like they'll like suddenly like prioritize you because the DM's just an asshole.
Yeah,
I never
bullshit.
understood that.
Yeah, I don't feel
Yeah.
quite as like.
It only the one time it happened to me where like it made sense was like it was like I was in the water fighting like sharks basically.
Yeah,
That made sense.
yeah,
They're
because
trying to
sharks are
fucking
gonna
beat
sharks
me.
are gonna do that. They're
Yeah, I mean, a
stupid.
predatory animal is gonna go for whoever's the
But
weakest.
the
That
wizard,
makes sense.
the wizard's gonna attack the other guy who's gonna attack him, not the dead guy on the ground.
But
like-
yeah, no,
Yeah.
that's probably why I
Give
feel a
me
little more
after.
comfortable with these sessions because it's like, I mean, I'll treat any combat session like life or death, which is, I guess, kind of the point of combat. But it's like I don't feel like I'm gonna get fucked on card flips even when I fuck up.
yeah.
No,
Like,
yeah.
destroyed. I guess I would say.
I like
I-
dying. I,
I
like
enjoy-
to try as.
I enjoy
Sorry.
fucking people over in funny ways, but not
Yeah.
in like. I'm not trying to like get you guys. You know what I mean?
Like the first tabletop I did was like Warhammer Fantasy, and like a giant owl attacked after we were getting fucked after basically a village we were in got attacked by beastmen, and like giant owl attacks. We don't know what's attacking. My ranger catches a glimpse of this first, like sort of like dives and shoots an arrow because it's just like a reflex, defensive reflex. Oh, you drew aggro on the owl. I was gonna have him attack the donkey. I'm like, motherfucker, think cuts me in half. I'm dead. It's over. The campaign's over.
Dude, fuck your DM, dude.
No, yeah, you know that. Yeah,
That's
he had
annoying.
and I'm sure at the time, he had the biggest shit-eating grin on his face, like, "Oh, you weren't supposed to attack the owl."
The tone of his voice, like, oh, you drew aggro.
Why'd you put him
Yeah.
if he wasn't gonna attack us? Why'd you put him in the initiative order then?
Because
The
we were just
donkey
getting
wasn't
fucked.
in there.
I think his plan was we were gonna meet my elf sister, who my elf's been demonizing the whole time because she used to like traumatize him by scaring the shit out of him as a kid. And instead, we got lost in fucking Lorelorn, and
I don't know
yeah,
where
it's
that
basically
is.
just we're taking L's fucking everywhere.
Yeah,
See,
my preferred way of fucking people over was on that one planet with the cow people that sold cowboy hats, but cowboy was a slur.
That was so good. That was like so fucking
No,
good.
that was perfect.
I don't
What do
even
you
think I
mean,
was there that
cowboy?
session, and it was like it still just came up all the time, dude. It was hilarious. What did you just call me? Oh, I'm sorry, cow man.
Person of cow.
Person of cow.
My bovine brother,
I'm a
please.
POC person. of
Bovine
cow.
brother.
I like to do it BB, bovine brother.
Alright,
I was trying to come up with NAACP, but colored people just refers to black and white.
I was just add like colored cow for the
Oh man.
Oh
Yeah.
yes, the Dairy Association. Alright, I guess I'm not gonna cook dinner. This was a good session. I'm looking forward to next week, folks. I guess we're not gonna be doing anything on Easter.
Fair enough.
Yeah,
Looks like.
it just happened. One of my older cousin's 40th birthdays just happens to fall on it as well.
Ah,
So even though I normally don't have like any kind of like real Easter celebration,
Yeah,
I'm
no,
Also-
I do.
there
That's
for
why I
that.
was like, I should probably ask while we're like 2 weeks ahead.
Listen, I know I was gone the whole session, but I will do a special Easter fucking session, dude.
I'm down.
Yeah, you guys can go. I'm not gonna be opposed to you guys doing a one shot.
You don't have to come, yeah, but it's if you want to do it, dude, I'll do a one shot on
Yeah,
you.
fair enough.
Do you actually record one shots?
Yeah,
Possession does.
Yeah,
Yeah, I should check them out, see how they go, because I know you guys have done at least like 2 or 3 that I can recall.
It's just goofy.
Yeah,
just
they're all
make
on the
shit up.
channel.
they're like very role play light. We just kind of dick around.
Yeah.
Just retardation.
Just have a good time,
Yeah.
dude. Just make a fun time.
Alright, guys. Well, I'm gonna get going. It's been nice. I'm looking forward to next week.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Hell
See you
yeah.
guys.